Nateness TV. It's just my life. All right, Link, Zeke, Abby, Hinata, this video is for you guys. You've been with me from the beginning. I want to say thank you for being my loyal fans. At the end of the video, if you're curious, I go over what I did with my business and what I'm up to now. Enjoy, guys. Got my buddy Michael here with me. He was kind enough to come up for a couple of days and help me out with this, because a lot of this is going to be kind of a two-man job. But we've got the hood here that's got to come off, get inspected for cracks, and then we'll paint that, put that back on, and then we're going to go through this deck, inspect it for cracks, repaint it. Yeah, so we are inspecting and fixing today on this, and it's going to be a pretty cool conversion. Alright, this has been all sanded up and it is ready to be tack cloth, wiped down, and then we'll tape it all off and paint it, and then that hood will look like new. We'll probably go ahead and paint all the fenders too, and we'll be ready to roll. If you're doing any bomb camming at all, make sure that you buy good paint. This is $12.99 per can, straight from the New Holland dealer. And then buy one of these things. They're like $5, and they snap right on like that. It turns it into a nice little spray gun. One thing you want to keep in mind when you're bomb camming with some high quality bomb can is you want to put your second coat on within 30 minutes. If you don't do it within 30 minutes, you can have some problems. I've had the first layer of paint crackle and whatnot, so make sure that you get the second coat on within the 30 minutes. I like to do 3 coats of this, and the last time I painted the hood, it turned out really good. I liked it, and it's been good for 6 years of absolute brutal rocks hitting it, brush, pitch from trees, scratches, sand, me walking on it, and it's held up like really well for the last 6 years. So I'm super happy with that for being bomb can. Like I can't complain. All right, got the fender almost completely off. Oh, you just getting those wires out?
Just gotta push them through one by one.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit these with some rattle can, and then we're gonna roll up the doors, get the machine outside, and inspect the jib for some cracks. Make sure that that's looking good.
Kind of looks like a death machine.
Good thing we checked. There are some cracks just starting to form. We're gonna go ahead and pull it off, V those things out, and crack down there. Looks like a little crack is starting right there. Yeah, we'll get this thing off, get it all fixed up. Behold the beast. This thing looks so bad without those fenders. Alright, so we got the jib off. It's in at the shop where we can have a professional welder fabricator fix it. I'm gonna go ahead and get the boom out here, and I'm gonna weld up a hose clamp onto this boom to hold my hoses in place. I'm not much of a welder, but I can weld up hose clamps, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I noticed while I was welding that it was a little dark in there, so I went ahead and threw some shop lights up in the rafters, so now we can see good. And now we've got the boom back from the shop, looks good, and we're gonna go ahead and paint that up along with the cab guard. We're gonna have that all sanded down, and Michael's gonna climb up there and paint that up. And here's a pro tip for you guys: if you're spray painting, be sure and wear a mask or respirator. Really weird things start happening if you don't.
row the boat.
Things somewhat went back to normal once we put our masks on, minus a few brain cells. But it's looking good. We got things done. Now I just got to throw the hood back on and take the paper off. We got to take it outside and hook it back up to the mowing deck. This part can be a real pain, but thankfully I've got Michael there to kind of give me an eye, so I don't have to keep getting in and out of the tractor while I hook it up. Now we just got to hook up the hydraulic lines, make sure we got our diapers out there to catch any oil that we drop, and yeah,
All hooked up.
a little bit of rainwater on the deck because it was sitting for a little while. Rack it up and bring her back inside. I think I'm going to be tackling the rest of this later on. So here we are. I'm going to go ahead and unrack this, get it out there, and start spray painting it. A lot of people say, well, why are you spray painting your machine? It's just going to get trashed again. Well, the reason I spray paint my machine is it shows cracks that you normally wouldn't see. So after you get a good coat on there, you can kind of take a good look over the whole thing, and any cracks that you couldn't see before, well, now you can see them. So I found this one here. I'm going to go ahead and V this out with my grinder. Once I get it all V'd out, I'm going to throw some weld to it and then spray paint it up to where I can see if the crack starts up again. Like I say, I'm not a welder, but hey, I'm happy with that. Now I can throw some paint on it.
You did a good race out there. How do you feel about that race?
Oh man, just want to thank my wife. Yeah, I mean, luckily we didn't have any huge problems other than that jib needing to be rebuilt. Oh, Gus, the shop cat.
This moment is dedicated to Maddie, who wished she could hold this cat.
All right, guys. All good things must come to an end. I am selling the business. I'm selling the business! Holy smokes. Never thought the day would come. But here it is. You know, after 12 years of operating this heavy equipment business, I've learned a lot, and one of the biggest things that I've learned is I'm not an introvert, I'm an extrovert. I absolutely love being with people, and the hardest thing about this job for me was not being with people. So I am actually going to be working for Lepola Construction as a project manager, and also doing a little bit of heavy equipment stuff for him on the side. Well, everybody, it's official. We have officially sold the business, and yeah, it's a kind of a bittersweet day today. You know, pour your heart and soul into a machine like this for as many years, it's kind of hard to see it go. But we're on to bigger and better things as a family. We got Gus here to see us off, and Bethany here to help me button things up, and we're signing papers with the buyer. His name's Tyler, Precision Land Management. He's a good guy. He's been in the business for 5 years. He's a competitor, but I think he's going to treat my clients well, and I'm excited for him and his family. I think it's going to be a really good fit for him. But you know, this business has been a real blessing to us, and we're just glad to be able to hand it off to the next person and hope that it's as much of a blessing for them as it is us. And yeah, I've cussed this machine, I've thrown wrenches at it, but at the same time, it's treated us well, and it's made a lot of money for us, and we're thankful for it. So anyways, I'm looking forward to the next videos I'll be posting. We got some good videos coming out, some good footage and some good content, and I'm just glad that you guys are a part of our story. You guys are a part of our family, and I think we're at, what, 333 subscribers today. That's a big deal. So hey, if you're one of those 333, I want to say thank you for being a part of our story. Have a good one. Nateness TV.
It's just my knife. It's my life.